Hi guys, and welcome back to the Canadian Glam channel. Glam here, and as you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be beauty tips, tricks, and hacks. So before I get into that, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you that follow me on social media or that have watched my videos and have constantly sent me get well soons and little smiley faces and inspiration to keep going. This last week has been a little bit torturous for me. I've been quite a lot under the weather. I am starting to get better, and that is a big part to you guys getting on every morning on social media and seeing all the nice things that you have been sending my way. Really means a lot. So from the bottom of my heart, I just really want to say thank you for that. Another thing is that I have come in contact with a few more beauty companies that will be sending me some more products. So you will be seeing more videos based on product reviews and first impressions. If you have not checked out today's other video, which is the face ulterior video, there will be a link in it from this description box from this video so that you can go and check that out after you're done watching this one. Also, I know that if you follow me on social media again, and if you have watched my videos in the last couple weeks, you've heard me mention my collaboration video with Vicky J. It will be coming up. I know that I've been mentioning it constantly and it's still not uploaded. We do have hectic schedules, so it should be up within the next week or two. If you do not subscribe to Vicky's channel, definitely go out and check her out. She has a outfit of the day section on her YouTube channel, as well as she does hair care and hair tutorials. So for this pairing, she will be doing a spring-summer based hair look, and I will be doing a makeup look to match that. And I guarantee you it'll be easy, something that you guys can follow along with, something that you can achieve yourself. It will not be crazy hard to do. And I apologize again if I cough in this video or if I have to have a sip of my tea, but I'd much rather get these videos up for you guys than prolong it longer when I can talk without coughing. So So without further ado, let's get into the beauty tips, tricks, and hacks. So for as long as there has been cosmetics or beauty industry, there has been people like me coming up with beauty tips, tricks, and hacks. Funny story, it's a throwback to my teenage years. So before the invention, I like to call it the invention because it wasn't accessible to me back then, but before I could get my hands on a hair straightener, the only ones sorry guys, the only ones that were available were salon purchasing, and they were like $365 or something crazy like that, and I could not get my hands on one at the age of 12 or 13, obviously. And so me and my friends decided it would be a very, very smart idea to use a clothes iron. Yes, you can see where I'm going with this. So instead of using a straightening iron, because we did not have one, and we grew up in the age where straight hair was all the rage and you had to have straight hair, otherwise you weren't cool, that kind of thing, we decided it would be a smart idea to straighten our hair with a clothes iron. And we did this for years. I kind of, my damaged hair, yeah, I kind of make that's probably where it comes from. Still years later. But anyways, so we would use a straightening, a clothes iron, oh my goodness, I can't even speak today, a clothes iron and an ironing board, and you guessed it, flip our hair up onto it and have one of our friends straighten it for us. And we would do this probably 2 or 3 times a week, either before school or for dances, those kind of things, special events. Because we wanted the really, really straight hair. So, not saying all of the beauty tips out there are smart ones, but that's just one that I came across as. I guarantee you any of the ones that you will hear me speak about in this video are not going to be damaging to you or any risk to you burning yourself or catching your hair on fire, those kind of things. And I guarantee you, doing what I did, there was quite a few burns. But anyways, getting on with the video. So if you have watched my channel for any length of time, you've probably heard me talk about the great and trusty Scotch tape. Now this is a staple in my makeup collection as well as my makeup collection that I use for my clients. And it's a very simple, easy, cheap trick to achieving a lot of different looks. You can use it when you're using really, really pigmented shadows that have higher fallout, or if you want really crazy defined shadow looks when you don't want to use a winged liner. Or, for the case that I'm going to be talking about it and showing you today, to do winged liner. If you're really, really terrified of trying winged liner, or you can never get that perfect straight edge that you see all the time, this will definitely help you out. So I'm going to demonstrate on my hand because the makeup I am wearing was from the other video that I put up showing the Face Ulterior products, and I don't want to mess with it because I am going to comment on the longevity of it, so I'm not going to put anything else extra on my face, but I will show you on my hand. Now, I'm just going to be using a liquid liner. It doesn't matter what kind it is. If you have a liquid liner or any liner for that choice, and you're really terrified to get a perfect straight edge, I'm just going to show you what you can do with Scotch tape. So I'm just going to do a crazy, messy, not being accurate at all line with this. Granted, this would be close to my lid, and this would be the wing part that I'm trying to achieve. Setting that down, and I'm just going to pull off the tape and just watch what happens. That crazy, messy line right here on the tape suddenly goes away, and you have a crazy straight pinstripe. Again, don't worry about this side. I'm showing you what this side looks like. But crazy straight edge, and it's all clean, and the rest of that mess is now on this piece of tape that you can throw in the garbage, and you don't have to worry about taking makeup remover, cotton pads, or anything trying to correct the mistake that you made. So it definitely helps a lot. Next thing is perfume. So I learned this along the way, and for those of you that don't know, I have a medical background as well. So when it comes to body functions and the way we work as human beings, I have a knowledge about that. So the next thing I'm going to mention is perfumes. Now, a lot of people don't understand. I, for myself, for one, growing up, could not understand that my favorite perfume smelled great, and then things like the certain time of the month or a year or two later, I went to use that perfume that I had set aside, and it made me stink. I hated it. It smelled awful. It was nothing like I remembered. And it took me a while to catch on. Two things that you should know when it comes to perfume. The first thing I'm going to talk about is sunlight. If you have perfume and you like displaying it, do not leave it in any place that direct sunlight can hit it. So for me, my window's here, my perfume bottles are stored up here. And you can't see them because they're off camera. But that's where my perfume bottles are. Inside this cupboard with the doors closed, or I have two of them on top of there. And the reason is sunlight affects the way the chemicals in perfume react to one another. So you could have a perfect smelling perfume, and then after a couple weeks of it being in direct sunlight, suddenly you go to put it on you and it stinks. And the chemicals have reacted with one another, changing the smell of them. Another thing that everybody should know is, one, perfume is meant to be sprayed on your clothes, not directly on your skin. And so if you spray it, like a lot of people spray it on the cards and they smell it and it smells great, and then they spray it on themselves after they've purchased it and can't understand why it has no idea why it doesn't smell the same. It's your hormones and your pheromones. So our body is constantly changing its hormones and the pheromones we give off. And when you spray perfume directly on your skin, it interacts with your pheromones and your hormones, and it will give off different scents. So when your hormones are changing, you can see where I'm going, and you spray your perfume on it, the hormones that you're giving off during that time of month aren't going to smell the same as when it's not that time. But also, like myself, a perfume that I used before I was pregnant that I really, really like, and then I go and use it while I'm pregnant, it doesn't smell the same either, because your body's constantly changing its hormones and pheromones. So just a thing to keep in mind. So 3 things. Don't leave your perfume in direct sunlight. If you have a perfume that works for you during that time of month, then stay with that one and use a different one when it's not. And third thing, make sure you spray your perfume on your clothes so that you are having as little interaction with your personal hormones as possible if you want to keep that smell. Now, if you spray it on your skin normally and you love the smell of it, then that's fine. Your hormones and the perfume that you've chosen for yourself definitely work together well. But those are just things that I know that it's taken me a while to figure it out, and I've done a lot of research about it, and that is why. The next thing, blemishes. So since we're getting into spring and summer months and it's a lot warmer, I myself, for one, because I have sensitive skin, especially in those hot summer days, my cheeks tend to get flushed, they tend to get blemishes, hives sometimes because of the hot weather. I don't know why. Again, also probably sweat and hormones and everything interacting with one another with the changing weather. And I find sometimes when my skin is broke out like that, it doesn't matter what face cream I'm using at that time, it tends to burn quite a bit when I first put it on. A solution I have found to doing that is taking your face cream that you would use and throwing it in the refrigerator a couple hours before you put it on. So one, you'll get two things from that. You'll get the cold that's going to help with the hives, to tone down the hives, or the blemishes or whatever's going on with your face. You can do the same thing with your body lotion as well. If you have breakouts or heat rash or anything like that, throw it in the fridge. And the next thing, it'll help with puffy eyes as well. So just a little tip there. Next thing I'm going to move on to is mascara. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the longevity, how to get the longest amount of time in use out of a mascara. So for anybody that's been using mascara for any length of time, knows that typically, normally, you're supposed to throw it out after 6 months because it can start to flake off and get in your eye, and it can cause irritation and damage and all that fun stuff. But up until that point, if it's not sealed properly, if the packaging's weird, if it's not stored properly, that kind of thing, you can tend to find that even after a week or two of opening it, sometimes it can get clumpy, and it almost seems like you can't use it without all your eyelashes sticking together. Solution to that and getting the most out of your mascara, what I like to do is take a cup of hot water, either from the tap or boiling water, and throw my mascara in it and let it sit there while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. So that way, when I'm done, I can take it out, dry it off, and it goes back to its original liquid form. That way you can use it as normal, and you're not going to get that crazy amount of clumping. Sorry, guys. Another thing is, for those of you that don't like wearing false eyelashes, that it irritates you, or for whatever reason don't want the hassle of it, but you want really, really long eyelashes that almost look like you're wearing false mascaras, you can go out and spend the $60 on a 3D fiber lash, this and that, or you can do a simple easy trick, which I use, and it is the clear mascara. Now, I have done this for a while and didn't recently purchase this one to try this one out, but when I don't use false lashes, I use a clear mascara. And the reason being is the clear mascara you can go on ample amount of times without having to worry about the smudging or anything else like that. Building your lashes up so that when you go and put on the actual colored mascara, it will form to that clear mascara and already have that length and definition that you need without them clumping. So that's what I do. I put 1 or 2 coats of the clear one, and then I go in with 1 or 2 coats of this, depending on the size, length, and volume that I want out of my mascara. The last thing with the mascara is mascara dots. So anybody and everybody that's used mascara at one point or another has gotten dots spread down either up on top or down below. Either they blinked too quick or something, and you've got like little mascara smudge dots. Oh my goodness, I'm stumbling over everything tonight. The first thing I can tell you is please, please try not to wipe it while it's wet. If you wipe your mascara away or try to get rid of it the second it happens, you are going to smudge it and make more of a mess than if you wait until it dries. Once you wait until it dries, take a Q-tip, put it on where the dot is, and just turn slightly, putting a little bit of pressure, and it is going to pick up anything that is left there and get rid of it. And if there is, like you're missing a little bit of concealer or a little bit of blush, oh my goodness, a little bit of eyeshadow. You can go in and touch it up if you prefer. You can just leave it like it doesn't matter to me. I don't normally go back in and touch it up on myself. Next thing, hair treatments. So many people go out and spend hundreds of dollars on hair treatments. I test out a bunch of them. You've seen me do it on my channel if you've watched my channel for long enough. But spending so much money on hair treatments, and either they don't work or you don't really have the budget for it, and you want that natural volume to your hair with it looking healthy and shiny and silky, those kind of things. Some of you might be grossed out by this, so if you are, I apologize. This is just something I do. It doesn't mean that you have to do it too. So before the days when I had a YouTube channel or more money to play with, I used mayonnaise. Now, and I'll tell you why. Mayonnaise, if you look at the ingredients that are in mayonnaise, they're saturated with a whole bunch of organic and natural oils that coat your hair, that help restore your hair. And if you look at certain hair treatment products that are cosmetic treatment products, you'll notice that a lot of them are sort of the same. So what I like to do is I take mayonnaise, I coat my hair in it. After 2 or 3 days of not washing it, let your natural oils build up in your hair and they react together, help coating your hair. I throw the mayonnaise in my hair. About a cup of mayonnaise is fine. I use Hellmann's Original. Throw it in my hair, and then I take a shopping bag from Walmart, Shoppers, anywhere, put it around your head, and tie it off. Now, the heat from the plastic bag will help the oils and everything absorb into your hair. I set a timer for an hour, go about doing what I need to do. I normally do it before I go to bed, and then then I will rinse it out, shampoo and condition my hair, and I will notice an immediate difference of how my hair feels, how my hair brushes through with a hairbrush, those kind of things. So if you're looking for a more affordable, more natural way to treat your hair, mayonnaise works. Where am I going here? So I have 2 more things. So the next thing is foot care. So for those of you that have cracked, damaged, really hard to treat feet, you know, lotions don't work by themselves. Even using one of the sanders and lotion doesn't work. A big thing is using some sort of peppermint-based foot cream. I prefer peppermint because peppermint has active ingredients and properties in it to help with tough skin, and it smells nice. Lather on it. Don't put a whole bunch in and put a little bit in your hand and massage it in your feet. I mean lather. Use as much product as you can handle. Lather your foot in it and throw a sock over it while you go to bed. Now, if you can handle the feeling of cream and sock on your feet while you're sleeping, that's great. I've tried it once or twice. It's drove me nuts, but I cannot stand anything on my feet most of the time anyways. Besides winter, in summertime, I'm either barefoot or in flip-flops. I cannot handle running shoes, socks, but that's just me. I hate feet to begin with. It's one of my something that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. But anyways, so yeah, definitely, I've known tons of women that have done this. They swear by it. I've tried it. I've noticed pretty much an immediate difference to just doing it the regular way with putting lotion on my feet. But lather your foot in cream, throw your sock on, and then go to bed. Another thing, so this is something I have done for quite a long time. Because, for one, I don't really trust people all that much when it comes to things that mean a lot to me. My rings. So I have both of these rings that are given to me by my husband. I have not taken either of them off since the day that I received them from him. Same with my necklace, except for when I absolutely had to. So I don't relish the idea of taking my jewelry off, leaving it at a jeweler's, and allowing them to clean them, and expecting them to come back to me. That, and I'm really, really superstitious. For some reason, I think taking them off is going to cause some sort of bad luck. It's the same thing as when you see your necklace thing come to the bottom like this. You kind of have to kiss it and turn it back around. It's something I've always done since I was a kid. But I don't like the idea of somebody else having my jewelry for that length of time. I can't stand not wearing them for that length of time. So the only time I've taken these off is to clean them. So I take them off like so, and I use toothpaste, believe it or not. So what I do, I take my ring, I throw it in a cup of really, really warm soapy water. It doesn't matter what soap. I use Sunlight soap, and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. Taking it out once the water is cooled, I take a toothbrush, put a pea-sized amount of toothpaste. I don't recommend using like a Crest White, but this is the only toothpaste I have on my counter at the moment. Putting a pea-sized amount on your toothbrush, cleaning your ring with it, all the inside and everything, dropping it back into that soapy soak water, taking it out, drying it off, and I guarantee you immediately after you're going to notice a difference. It's going to, pardon me, it's going to get rid of any dirt buildup, skin flakes or anything like that that's on it and crusted on it. Like, for me, I'm constantly using my hands in dishwater, with my makeup business, with my children. You know, you're constantly in and out of water, laundry, that kind of thing, and you're constantly getting soaps and makeup and gunk and stuff stuck on your rings. It's a quick, easy, cheap, affordable way to clean your jewelry. So with that being said, that is my last tip, trick, and beauty hack. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you have not checked out the face ulterior video yet, click on the link in the description box. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and remember to inspire and be inspired. Bye, guys. Oh no!